right. All right, all right, all right. It is time for the insanity to begin. We've got our pirate crew ready to go. Remember, if you are watching, you can go ahead and give those channel points away to the fine pirates to help them survive the death that is coming, namely Lady Death, who they have been chasing. Having spent weeks and months at the whim of the curses of Lady Death herself, our crew came face to face with her as she tried to reap the souls of their longtime merchant friends, Min and Max. And then soon they realized the ship, having made its main appearance, has been going island to island, reaping the small outposts and making its way closer and closer to the pirate islands themselves. Knowing Nebula Wharf or even the Drake's Landing would, or Eye of Drakes rather, would be next, our stalwart pirates have decided to take her on, not ship to ship, but rather moving quickly within fog and steam to get close to her and finding a convenient place to hop aboard. And it is within that action, after getting the potions needed, that we will be jumping in to today's story. So, first things first, Navigator Maya, I need a check.
Okay. It's pretty damn good. Let me double check. Yep. 29.
Okay. Very good. As you approach, you finally see this ship within the daylight, fog following it, it being spurred on by ether engines, or I should say ethereal. Green screams move from, you see shapes of people as souls are turned into fuel and pushed through the open waters. Gathering even closer, you see the name of the ship clearly displayed, the Adumbrel End. And as you get closer, you see what looks like a pod of creatures coming behind her. You see the bony spikes, and you recognize these as some of the creatures you fought that have come recently to the Ether Sea. The ones that serve as her eyes. There are 7 that seem to follow in the wake of her ship. How do you want to get back?
Trying to find my notes on these guys because we fought them before.
They're not fun.
No.
You've only fought one at a time.
Yeah. I'm thinking. That, well, we got kind of close last time being stealthy, but I'm trying to think if there's anything I particularly have that could help. Let's see. She can like shroud herself in darkness or silence. I don't have any of those things. Let me see. I mean, we definitely want to approach because it's a huge vessel, right? And they're all following behind.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any way to like approach more so from to the front and trying to climb up that way, or
you can attempt? Yeah, just depends how you want to do
avoid them. So yeah, I mean, I think it would be best for us to try to board up front, then behind, and back there. Might take us longer to get to where the captain's quarters would say, be per se, but at least.
How far away are we right now?
Right now you'd probably be about 1,000 feet.
Okay, sorry, Alex. What were you saying?
Just making sure I'm not making this up, or had a dream about, which sometimes happens with the D&D sessions. The last time we saw this thing destroy a ship, we saw the front like open up almost like teeth and like eat a ship almost, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so maybe approaching from the front isn't the greatest idea.
Yeah, you do see there's portholes around almost the entire ship if you wanted to try to get to one of those.
So they have one by one crawl through a portal.
Good.
That makes sense to me.
Oh my gosh, I've been muted. But yeah, we'll be proficient at climbing. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So.
Is there like from the outside of the ship, is it clear where the captain's quarters would be, or are they hidden underneath the ship somewhere?
It's hard to see from this piece.
Okay.
Can't really tell.
Could be front, could be behind.
Could be below. Would make
Right.
sense, but
Well, we're going in a porthole, so we'll be somewhere in between.
I like it. I think like Kira would volunteer to kind of go first and just like tie whatever rope, spare rope we have on the ship, and just hold it there while everyone climbs aboard.
Like tying our ship to their ship?
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
just to have us ferry over.
For sure.
If we get that close, will we not be attacked by the things? Maybe I'm not understanding what's going on.
I don't know.
We're gonna stealth it out.
What
Yeah.
pace did we pursue? We pursue them in a stealth pace, right?
Yes, correct. And then when we get close to the ship, I can cast Pass Without Trace. Like when we're about to do the climbing part.
Captain,
Yes.
I may also, in my time of study, as we were approaching this ship, leveling up to level 10, I think I might be able to enter my state of anger and communicate with some of the spirits of these creatures that used to follow Lady Death. I might be able to put a creature spirit somewhere on the ship, and we could clairvoyantly see what's going on before we enter. And I basically have like a free use once per short rest of clairvoyance if I want it.
Ooh.
Nice. One thing I'd say is the ship is massive, so it might behoove you to wait until you have a more specific like place you want to send it.
I
But
could
it's up to
stick-
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I could stick it behind the porthole that we think we might enter through.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to scout, I don't have a flying friend. I know that a few of us have flying friends that could go in and scout ahead as well, so you don't have to. So you could save some of your power.
Yeah, I can do that.
Aye.
But I appreciate it. That's good knowledge to know.
But if he dies,
Well-
you're buying me the new things to bring him back.
That's fine. That's fine.
I can choose augury instead, but I don't know if we have use for that. Yeah. So it's either like augury or clairvoyance once per short rest.
Nice. I'm sure we'll definitely be using it at some point, considering the cleric isn't here. It's not like she would want to cast those things anyways. Let's be real; those aren't prepared.
Fair.
Can I look into my familiar and then check out the porthole we're going into?
I think, you'd have to get a little closer. So how are you going to get past the creatures? That's the first
Oh, okay.
question.
Okay, yeah. So we kind of really want to stealth around, aiming towards the front of the ship. If Does anyone have like darkness or anything to like shroud the at least a portion? Or well, and we're a big ship too, so I don't think that'll be a lot smaller than them. But yeah, we just want to slowly, stealthily approach, kind of learning some of the same things we did last time.
We
taking
need
slow
a helmsman
approach.
check.
All right.
I think I've asked this question before, but levitate wouldn't work on our ship, right?
Correct.
It's so funny. All right, let's see here.
If we attached like some sort of huge load-bearing disc to the bottom of the ship and then cast levitate on the disc, would that levitate the ship?
Is
rolled
there
it.
a certain level spell of levitate I can do?
I rolled an 18.
Okay. An 18. Steering a little bit ahead of the Algals, but not so much that you're in line of the ship. You get within their perimeter and find yourself keeping pace just for a moment. You don't think the ship could stay here for an elongated period of time, but you and your strike team here are near a porthole.
All right.
Okay.
Send in the snake.
Yeah, I will.
All right. So,
Sorry, because I'm not really sure with Find Familiar. I can just do that, right? Like, that's not like a warlock thing? Because the only other time I did that, I
yeah,
was a
you can do it.
warlock.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
So, push your conscious through as your flying snake enters a large, dimly lit hold. Wood creaks underfoot as water sloshes and drips. An old, musty stench emanates from the boards. The core that twines around the outside of the ship pierces through to its interior. The hold is empty and silent, save for the sound of the galleon rocking and creaking in the ether.
Can I look around? Can I, like, fly in and see what happens?
Yeah, I mean, they're in now.
Okay.
You see an empty hold.
How many doors do I see? Like, or, like, exits to this room, at least.
From what you can tell, there seems to be maybe another part of the room and two sort of hallways in the hold. What looks like some raised rooms could be apartments. It's hard to know.
Are there any of those, like, doorways that don't have doors that are just, like, open that I think can look through real quick?
None that are open, no.
Okay. Then last thing, can I do, like, a check to see if I find any, like, traps or anything laid out to either show that we're here or catch us when we enter?
Do a perception check. Have some check. Ugh.
Ah, I got in that one.
Don't see anything of danger.
All right, I'll look at everyone else and be like, seems empty. Doors to other places. I couldn't see any traps. But I also got caught by you guys, so.
That's comforting.
Do you want to go through the porthole, or do we want to climb all the way up? I guess that's the next question. If we drink this swirly gray silver deliciousness as I shake the bottle, we'll be able to climb as well as you can walk for about an hour.
It would be at least. I like the idea of going up top, only because that's probably where the officers would be. And that would lead me to believe that Lady Death would be right there. But it could be a quick shortcut, but I don't know how many people she has.
And how many do I see more portholes above us?
There are some above. I think these really are your best access points, I'd say.
Okay.
I think you can kind of choose here, but I think you do know, like, going right onto the ship's deck would be like a raid if you're discovered.
Right.
This
Right,
would
right.
like, let's here kind of, no one's here. You can at least try to move around.
For sure. All right, we'll take that direction. I guess I will go first then, heading that way.
Which direction? Just so I'm clear. Sorry.
The portal?
Oh, to the porthole that we just the snake went into.
Okay, so how are you getting across?
So for me, well, I think actually Kira was the first one to go over because your idea was to bring a rope, right, Kira?
Yeah, basically, I'll go through the porthole. I'll hold a rope on the other end and have you guys use that to climb up.
How far away from the ship are we?
I think you're getting to be about 40 feet. So the rope can be secured, and you do all have potions of climbing if you want.
Yeah.
Would it be more stealthy if we all swam over and then climbed up the ship rather than stringing a rope in the sky?
I mean, we could do that as well. We all have the things, but like the ship is also moving, right? So we'd have to.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You
Keep
know.
pace with the ship.
Yeah.
And you can do pass without a trace, right?
Yes, I can do that.
That'll help us. That'll help us out.
Yeah.
100 times over.
I could.
Well-
So that's what I'll do. I'll cast Pass Without Trace now, and then I will turn into like a bird and basically be in the middle of the rope, so it covers a decent amount of area as you guys climb across.
Gotcha.
I was thinking maybe Maya could go second and help Kira hold the rope for Jamba and everybody, because Jamba's probably a lot heavier than the rest of us.
Yep.
Does that make
Rome is
sense?
definitely going last.
Sounds good. So I'd say, Maya, go ahead and give me athletics check with advantage to climb on over. I'm assuming you're taking the potion.
Yeah, and what she would probably do is she would probably go, if we're about 40 feet away, she'd probably go 10 feet and then starlight step the rest of the way.
Okay. That's
So-
fair enough then. I think you get enough. And then with the rope held tight, everyone give me the stealth check with Pass Without a Trace.
So it's plus 10.
Yeah,
Yes.
plus 10.
Oh, natural 20. 34.
18.
28.
24.
38?
Dirty 30.
Nice. So, quietly, with only the Umbra or the Ethereal Sea around, you make your way and land inside this dark hold. As your ship breaks and gets its distance, what would you like to do?
Crow for my mommy. I fly in the porthole. I stay in this form. And so looking at this room now, I guess I just go to one of the doors, maybe the one. I think that you said there was one to the west, right? I don't
Yeah, they're. You've come here. Looking around, I would say you see some chests and some supplies. There's things in here if you, depending on what you want to do.
Gotcha. I'll just squawk out, look around, and see if there's anything interested in these crates and chests. I'm gonna take a look and listen to the door ahead, see if I hear anything.
With that, Grim would like to start searching the chests.
Sure. Go ahead, give me an investigation check.
I'm gonna help Grim with looking through the chests.
All right.
Alright. That is. Well, that would be with advantage then, correct?
Yeah, because he's helping.
Yeah.
me.
22.
All right. You begin searching around here. There's a lot of mundane items for the operation of a ship, such that would be able to equal the amount of 10 gear if you wanted. Looking around, you see a chest that looks like it was hidden. You move a bunch of splintered crates as though it's been stashed. Inside, as you open it, you see that there's precious metals and like these different keepsakes, it seems, engraved with giants riding on the backs of enormous birds and dragons. And unlike the rest of the room's contents, these don't have any use. They're valuable, but they almost seem to be sentimental. Tucked away, there's this piece of parchment that catches your eye. That you see. And it seems to be handwriting of a sort. I went ahead and put that in the handouts. Somebody can read it aloud.
I
can read it.
if
Go
you
ahead.
want. Okay.
No, go ahead.
Oh my! I literally was reading while muted.
Me too.
I'm
so
over here
then-
reading to
This
myself.
is your chance. To read it out loud.
All
You
right,
can.
Skylet Omens. I tire of titles. I miss my name. Captain Reaper, Lady Death. The one for whom the stars told, the end of all things, the beginning and dawn of the expanse. I miss when my brother called me Death. She was the first. Of course she was. I crawled up to her cavern, young and reckless and such a fool, and I brandished my sickle at her with such fervor that she laughed. So you follow the Skylet Omens, girl, she said. Then you shall become one. It became her favorite. My little omen. How they will fear your name. And they do. Reaper, the Lady Death, Captain of the oncoming end, Harbinger of the last days, Destroyer. As the theory last week to call me by my name, the real one, the forgotten one. The sound was so sweet that I retreated to my chamber and wept. All right. Well, I don't know about you guys, but we need to find this lady's name.
That's sad.
It is.
Is it
sad.
not is, or is that just an abbreviation of what we have to find?
I mean, I don't know, Des. Could be a short. Oh wait, no, it's Desmonia or Desdemona. That
think
that
Des-
remember.
What I think that's what I wrote down.
That's what I have. That's what I remember. I mean, it's shit that makes sense if that was a shortened for that name. That the guy told us, the wizard. It is interesting.
That can at least buy us some time if things are looking bad in a fight and she's here.
Maybe something to keep in mind of for sure. Well, that was a good find. The keen eye there, Grim.
There's Matt, you said there were like makeshift like apartments here. Like, are they suspended above? Are they like just built onto the wall?
You see like hallways and doors come like that seem to be part. As Valmax, you were searching around and you hear a scuffling sound, a sound of boots brushing stone from a corner of the room.
Ooh, inside the room.
Mhm.
Do you guys hear that? There's something in the corner, like boots. And in my bird Alwyn form, I'm gonna go over there and see if I see anything.
All right. Slowly moving towards. As you get closer, the quiet scuffling ceases.
What the hell?
And at first glance, the prison cell reveals nothing out of the ordinary. An uncomfortable rectangular bed is made tolerable by a thin pillow and 2 patchwork blankets. A tin cup and half-empty bowl of beans rest on the floor. And then a figure shifts out of the shadows as if she was a part of them. Despite the deep bags under the half-elf's teal eyes, the healing bruises and bloodstains, and the disheveled wildness to her curly hair, she manages a cocky grin as she leans heavily against the bars and strikes her dagger against the metal. Brought more this time. Come on then. Start swinging. I can take it.
Ma'am, I don't think I'd swing very hard with these wings here. But I'm sure you could take a beating. Are you going to finish those beans?
Who are you?
Velmax. Kithrak Velmax. Well met.
So you're not part of that godforsaken crew of hers?
Oh, no, you thought we were part of her crew. No.
So you're what then? Reckless?
Yeah, I mean, most of us have a date with Destiny, and Destiny seems to also be named Death.
They're all just idiots.
Well,
Bringing us to our death.
I can work with both.
Well, that's good. What's your name?
Theron Jasan.
And what is keeping you hold here? Why have you found yourself here?
About 3 days ago, a tavern on a small island. I was just getting drunk like everybody else, trying to find someone to spend the night with, and the crew of this vessel came and captured me as they were killing others.
So they're capturing some and keeping others. What are they
Yeah.
doing with you?
The first mate has been asking me questions about my contacts. Some people from Kirau and Iris who purchased some goods that I have.
What? Okay. What? So you are a prowler of taverns and a seller of goods.
Yeah, when they're in a good mood, they call me a fence. Bad one, they call me a little gutter snipe. Either way, I keep telling her the same thing. They don't give up my clients.
Why would they be interested in such a thing?
I don't know. They just keep asking me about their areas of study, their expertise, their accomplishments. Every time I give some vague answer about what Carleen mages might study, she just mutters, "That won't work, that won't work." She's looking for a mage who can do something. I just don't know what it is.
Interesting. And that's the first mate. What is the first mate's name?
Nathiri.
The theory. Well, that is interesting quite indeed. Maybe we can make ourselves useful, more so than cause issues.
All right. Fine, get me out of here.
You look useful. I try to assess them while saying this.
Yeah. She goes, "Listen, I can wait down here for you and get me out when you leave."
Oh, well, I really appreciate your confidence in us that we're going to leave. But yeah. Well, we'll definitely stop by here on our way back out when we after we grab a bite to eat.
Yeah. Listen, I'd help. I'm not. She kind of looks. You see, you're badly bruised and injured. I'm just not in the best shape to fight right now.
No. You're fine. You're fine. You've given us knowledge, and I guess the least we can do is show you a way out.
All right. You get me out. I promise no dagger in your spine.
I would almost want you to try, but I don't wish that for you.
Please try.
So, thank you. And is there how far down are we compared to up deck?
I don't know. I woke up here.
Fair enough.
Can we get a description on the first mate, please?
Just give that a second. She's tiefling, blue skin, straightforward lass. That's teal, I guess. Nice white hair. Wears coral about her.
Well, that paints a picture.
Picture says more than just a name. Now we know who to look for. Okay.
Well, I guess the only way is forward. So, yeah, I guess we continue. Keep our heads low.
Do you get her out now?
Oh, do you want to leave now?
She's in a cell.
Yeah, oh, okay. Gotcha. Now that makes sense. I don't have lockpicks.
Nope.
Anyone good?
I got
Can
Tinker's. I'm proficient. I just don't have Tinker's tools.
Can Jamba and Maya just try and brute force it open?
Make me an athletics
Bad.
check.
I'm gonna keep an eye out towards the direction of those those doors in that hallway. See if any sign of action after those noises.
16.
All right. You Maya pull, and it breaks without too much noise. A sharp and goes, "Thank you." Flashes a smile.
Can Graham look out the porthole? How far away is the ship?
I think at this point the ship has moved a good 1,000 feet. It's gotten away.
As soon as she gets out and says thank you, I'm like thinking to myself, I'm like, man, like it would be real nice if someone has detect thoughts. And I'm like, I'm a Gitzerai. I have detect thoughts innately. So I'm gonna try to detect her thoughts using my Gitzerai psionics.
Absolutely. She. I think you just get a sense she's just sort of going, all right. It's as close as I've been in a few days. Hopefully they don't die on me.
Oh, well, at least she kind of cares about us living, so I'll take that. All right.
We assuming that they means us?
Yeah, I was like, close to what? Maybe getting out, but maybe there's someone else on the ship that she's looking for.
What's her thoughts?
Ooh, wait, no, close isn't the well. We're getting closer to what she actually. She may be talking about what they're looking for. They being Lady Death and her first mate.
I don't know. But keep her on. I'm just thinking to myself, like, yeah, just keep an eye on her and move forward.
All right, so coming to this area, from here, there's a passage that leads to a main walkway where you see 2 closed rooms without going through. From where you were before in the hold, you see there is another way to walk as well, room and a room behind. So it depends what direction you want to go.
Is there anything different about them? Is one carpeted and one not?
No.
Okay.
It's all just shit.
I think Kira will probably just put an ear to one of the doors. He's looking for voices or like any signs of life, like snoring or things like that.
Okay. Make a perception check.
Uh, 21.
Right. 21. Put your ears there. Listen carefully. And you can hear in the one door, you hear voices talking lowly.
Jamba will do the same to the other door.
Perception check.
Kind of motion to the captain because I don't know if his senses are more keen in his animal form.
The captain said BRB.
Captain.
15.
15. You listen closely. You don't hear any voices here.
This one sounds silent and still.
I got people in here talking.
how clean is the floor and everything here? Is there some dust or anything like that?
There's
Graham
dust
look-
and stuff.
Could Grim look around for footprints, see what's most traveled, everything like that? How recent? Or
Yeah,
try
give me an investigation check.
Keep getting the one I'm bad at. Can't get the one I have a plus 13 in.
Because you're trying to discern something from it.
Yeah. No, I know.
Yeah,
I know. Well, not bad. Dirty 20.
These seem fairly well traveled. I would say from your experience on ships, you feel like this is where a large amount of crew would be. Or maybe where they stay.
This seems to be the crew's quarters, just a forewarning.
Captain, I'm hearing voices behind this one door. Are you able to perceive better than me? What they're saying?
In this state, I might be. I'll go over to the door and use my keen hearing insight as an owl. See if I can discern a little bit better what's being said.
Trying to. There's. It seems. There seems to be talk about where they're headed next. Kind of like, where do you think they're to take us next? I don't know. There'll be more to kill, more to reap, more to make bloody for the lady.
Does anyone have the ability to disguise themselves?
Nada.
I thought maybe you disguise yourself as the first mate.
I do in a forest. A tree.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I can put on a hat.
I would think you would actually look great with a bob wig. Black, of course. I guess we can go in, try to make nice, or we can prepare for a fight. Either way, I can't really open the door with these as I flap my wings.
There is another door, Valmax, that is quiet behind it. Just letting you know.
Right. I mean, did we search the room with the quietness?
I haven't yet.
Okay, well let's head to that door first.
Okay.
Also, when we need to talk to the crew, may I suggest I try and pose just as a crew member as is? I mean, I'm fairly good at talking with people, as you've noticed from me getting us in a whole ship.
That's a good point.
Yes, if there's anyone I trust to not only serenade the lady, but also pose as crew, it would be you. Although you did have a nice little run-in with her on the island.
Kira will go to the door by Jamba and kind of just go through the room once, see if there's anything that's left behind.
This is opening to the new room or the room that we're in?
This is from the door the new room, I guess, the one with no voices.
Okay.
Okay, so we're opening the door now.
Yeah.
Okay. You open the door and you see an elf. She has coral that grows from her skin. She has her sword out and has a pillow against a wall where she's slashing and practicing her sword play. In this moment, it seems she was in the middle of a routine and doesn't notice you at the second.
Dominate person.
Ooh, okay. Closing the door. You know how like Sokka sees Aang like sees Iroh napping? He's just like closing the door. Sorry. Closes the door.
Okay, make a stealth check. I guess sleight of hand.
Ooh. I really wish you kept stealth, but okay.
This is sleight of hand. This is
13?
all right. Well, they do get this at disadvantage, so that's only a 12.
Okay.
And they keep.
Well, shucks. What was in there? Did you walk in on somebody doing the deed?
Yeah, I'm very reformed, I might add. We're not finding anything in there. Let's just keep moving. Jabba, I'll be checking the doors from now on.
My apologies. I mean,
That's fine.
is it just Kira who saw through the door?
I think you opened the door wide.
Okay, great.
You all saw that. There's all these pirates looking at her. Then you're like,
Jira, does how? I mean, I'm guessing if they obviously see you, they're not going to be too thrilled. Probably throw you back in the cell. I'm guessing.
yeah. So I'm gonna stay down here and hide if you can.
Oh, man. Well, make sure you stay back if you can. Try to protect you. You're definitely not in a good shape for a fight. All right. Well, let's go on, see if we can find a way up.
Well, I have an idea. Might be
Oh.
crazy, but I have an idea.
I like your ideas, Vol. You are the first mate after all.
Was that the first mate by
Or
any?
Grim. Sorry.
Was that the first mate of the ship that keeps questioning you by any chance, my lady?
Nope, I don't know who that is.
She was a tiefling.
Oh, that's right.
Was it the first mate? Okay.
I thought she was.
Oh, you guys are hilarious.
I heard the word coral and I was like, check.
Take the one box.
That's all I need.
Well, I mean, if we want,
Somebody inappropriate.
If we-
okay.
if we want information, I mean, I might be able to try and get some and possibly get that member of a crew on our side so that if anyone even thinks we're against them, we do have that up our sleeve.
Well, if there was only one person in that room, it's better to talk to one person than maybe the three rowdies that are on that other side. So I trust you. But if things go to shit, we're going to kill that woman very quickly.
Well, I mean, if things go aside, I've got magic that can then make it be on our side.
All right. Well, I'll be watching. And I put 2 thumbs up.
Your wings turned to thumbs.
Oh, damn it. Like, yeah, like, you know how, like, in cartoons, like, how the birds will, like, put up, like, their thumbs? Like, I'm putting up my yeah.
The idea of Jamba and Kira like opening this door, being like, nope, and closing it again, and then being like, okay, opening it again.
Just one more time.
Well, just flanking the door with our weapons, like, just don't wait. Not yet.
I'd recommend you guys stay in the shadows.
Yeah, we'll close the
Easier
door
to
behind
find.
you. I'll keep my ear up to it.
Okay. And he will just look around and try and find like a glass that has some sort of ale in it, or something he can make it seem like there's alcohol in.
Okay. I want to be very clear here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all the crew are dead. Like, they're
Oh,
like undead
They're
people.
undead.
Yes.
That's good to know. Do they still count as people?
I mean,
Like, would Dominate Person work on them?
No.
No.
Okay.
Because Dominate Person works on humanoid?
Okay.
Uh,
Never mind.
It was more for if you were trying to be. You sound like you're trying to be pretend to be one. That's why I was sort of going like they're these undead.
Yeah. I am
Well,
very, very glad you said that, so I won't do that anymore, but I will still
Yeah. Okay.
try stupidly to talk to them. And open after the crew gets in a position of hiding. Grim will open the door and jump out with a broom and try and start a play performance to try and at least get his attention, and hopefully if he captivates them enough, they won't kill him immediately.
Okay. So you open this door. You start to perform. Give me a performance check.
Okay. I'm going to use an inspiration I've got on my character sheet. Don't know what it's from, but I've got it. And I'm glad I did, because that's a natural 1 and a natural 17. So 17 plus... let me... Why does D&D Beyond have to hate me so much? Scroll down. Oh, plus 13. That's a dirty 30.
All right. You roll that, and you perform as they quickly turn. Being made aware of your performance, they brandish their sword, and in an instant cross so that it's at your neck. Why are you here, living one? We should take you to
Well-
the brig.
Well, I mean, I'm a bard after all. I want to sing the greatest stories of all time and portray the greatest stories of all time, as you could see my performance there. So when I hear that there's possibly someone that can kill, when something as great as Lady Death's there, of course I would like to join in and get one last good story before we all die. Or, well, not you, but all the rest.
You think there's a story she hasn't heard?
Probably not, but I can try, and maybe I can say it better than any of the others. Maybe give her a good laugh, or cry.
Then let's put
Or-
you in the. We'll put you in a cell till she has time for you. Go. I'm assuming at this point all of you are outside of the doorway and can't quite be seen. As she's distracted by this weird display, or so as they are distracted by this weird display.
Well, I mean, while you're going ahead and saying that, you mind telling me where you guys are selling or what you do for the crew? I mean, if I'm going to the brig anyways, might as well know.
Okay,
Ooh.
as this, they're like poking you with the sword
Oh yeah, I know he's
as they're moving,
complying, but
getting you
he's
to
still
move.
talking.
Okay, so it's to go. Crew, I do that. At this point, comes in where all of you are standing. What are you trying to do with this?
So, what I was doing as like when they were walking up, I'm like, this is great. I like everyone get ready to be extra sneaky because this is gonna stop. And I try to polymorph the person that's poking them around.
Okay, very good. And what's the save on that?
17 wisdom.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. What do you polymorph them into?
Into a crab.
Okay. Starts trying to nip at
Jabba's
Grim. Then you
claws.
see it starts to scuttle towards the other door.
No, I grab it before it even gets there, and I find like a
Just throw it out the window.
Put it in the cell that we just.
no. I'm just gonna find a bucket and put it over it, a bucket or a
works.
crate, and just put it over it. Put something on top. That be done with it.
But what happens when you stop concentrating and they just turn back and now we're here?
That's fine.
But if we throw them out, the ship's moving way faster than they can.
Okay,
That's fair.
okay. Let's go back out to the porthole. Throw them out.
Jabba's claws are just twitching behind her back in familiarity.
Can you understand me?
You got the portal. You wait, get a good frisbee throw going.
And now there's no way it comes back to stab us later. See?
I should have done that when I found you creeping around our island.
Fair enough, but you didn't. So,
All right. Well, so I think we all learned that we cannot reason with these folks. So our best bet is to lay low, continue forth. Maybe there will be some other nice-ish people like Jera here, but we should just find this.
how tall are the ceilings?
About 15 feet.
I'm debating if I could be hidden if I just levitated on the ceilings.
It works. I like it.
I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna cast Levitate as a first level spell and crawl along the ceilings.
Okay.
Meaning I'm also entering doors from the top of them. Again,
Nice.
I failed at stealthing. Not the smartest.
All right.
Um,
So,
Never mind, it's a second level spell, so it's second level.
I'm going to cast Pass Without a Trace again, and then look over to Maya. Maya, can you do that special thing of yours?
What special thing?
The thing that allows me to get some magic ability back.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can do that. I'm going to cast Bolstering Magic, and you can get a third level spell slot back.
Cool.
While Volm is floating on the ceiling and Velmax and Maya are talking and casting spells, Jamba's gonna pat Kira on the shoulder and gesture to follow her, and maybe they could just take a look in the corridors that person had been in.
Yeah.
Okay. Just to be clear, you can get up with that. You can get 1 first
And a 2
and a
second.
second,
Right? Yeah,
or
that's what
3
I thought.
first. Yeah.
That's what I did. So
Okay.
thank you.
All right. Get around here. I would say seems like there are typical things. And you see on the where her bunk is, there's a carved that just says, "Where did I come from?"
Who am I?
Is there an indication of what the crew member's name was?
I don't suppose when we were turning this place over, there were like any personal effects, like journals, diaries.
No, nothing like that in here. Just that. Where did I come from?
Any purse or wallet?
No. The undead don't carry much coin on them.
Social security card?
Maybe their second grade report card?
Mom, I can explain the C in math. I just don't get it.
And there's no other doors. This is a closed. This is a dead end.
Here, yes. So, well, not a dead end, but this is just from this one room, and then from here, you see the hallway here is about 20 feet wide and continues 20 feet wide to the left. There are 2 other rooms that you see off of this main one on your right, and then to your left, there's another large area to walk through to other areas of this deck.
Do we want to try and do this room by room and make sure we don't miss anything, or are we just trying to have some forward motion?
I mean, I feel like there's definitely a lot to learn here as well, so especially if we can learn artifacts and find different journals of hers. It could be important. But just know that, we'll have to be ready for a fight either way.
And just to ask, so that for thoroughness, the any of the journal entries that we have, including the Skylit Omens one, does the handwriting match the carving that Kira and Jamba found?
No.
Okay.
I think Volm had it right that this could be a crew quarters area here. I mean, thinking about how similar other ships are built and like taking ours into effect, like are the captain's quarters and the crew's quarters kind of in the same area, or are they all separate from each other? Would it be too much of a stretch to think that we wouldn't be able to find Lady Death's abode on this level?
No,
I mean-
she probably doesn't stay down here.
Yeah.
It's unlikely. I mean, the captain can put their quarters wherever they want, but usually they put it in somewhere like close to the top of the ship.
I feel like if we go through more of those opened areas, we'll probably find a set of stairs to ascend, probably to the next deck.
Is it worth picking off the crew one by one as we go, in case there's some sort of violence later?
I mean, how many times can you turn them into crabs? Could we just keep, frisbeeing them? Because that seems to be working great. I mean, no violence, no sound, no chance of, getting bitten and turning into a zombie.
I don't think that's how that works.
I'm pretty sure that's how that works.
Might we test this theory? We have no data.
If you want to get bit,
When did I ever say that?
so you said we were going to test the theory.
I was not volunteering. Simply making observations. Anyway.
Can Jamba listen to the first of the two doors that are next in this hallway?
Sure. Make a stealth check.
Sure.
The trade's still up.
No. Oh, yes, it is. Oh,
Yeah.
great. So it was a natural 19 plus
Should be.
14.
So, plus 4.
So
43.
Thank you. No, 33?
43 with the pass without a trace. It was a 19 plus 14, right?
The 14 is with pass without a trace on it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then that would be 33.
Nice.
Okay, very good. Going to the first, there's no door in this room,
Oh, interesting. Okay.
but you look in and you see a long table with 20 seats that stretches across this dim hall. The smell of ancient rotten food permeates the wood, faint enough to merely irritate. On the far end, two pirates sit facing each other, cards in hand, hunched over and bone-weary. They don't notice your presence. The woman slaps her cards down and scowls at the bearded man. Deal fairly, you swindler.
I whisper to my friends, it seems like some sort of common room. There's two pirates playing cards in the back, and the table seems like it can hold 20, so maybe that's roughly the size of the crew, but I don't know.
Turn them into crabs.
They are in the back of the room, so if we approached, they would see us coming.
I can't turn everyone into crabs.
What, you don't have mass polymorph?
Nope. Falls out of my realm. Well, they don't look too interesting.
Not really, no. They're just playing.
I think the first mate is really the person we want to look for first, if anything. If we could talk to them and maybe even say that we could help with whatever they're looking for. Maybe give us a direct line to Des.
Wait, let me get this straight. You guys just met someone who the first mate tortured for information and want to go up to them being like, hey, we can help you with what you're looking for.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay.
Just making sure.
There's a concept called lying. I feel like we're just kind of glossing over. We lie that we have something that they have, and we lead them to a trap.
Can I pass over that threshold and go to the next opening that you said was... You said there was like two things next to each other?
Yeah. Here is a door. You want to open the door?
Can I
You wanna
listen to
to
it first?
Yeah. Make a perception check.
Great.
I'll help her.
Good, because that was bad. 21.
You listen. You hear scratching and chittering on the other side.
Animals.
Honestly, if we could get some animal friends on our side that could help.
They're the chittering kind. Scratching.
Could be a monstrosity or it could be an animal. I'm not sure. Well, I guess you can open up. I'll take a look. If not, I'll turn
Just
him
a
into a
hunch.
crab.
But I want... Yeah, okay, good. As long as you have the crab ready.
Am I
Oh,
good to open the door? Is everybody ready?
I'm ready.
Jamba will quietly open the door.
Okay. You open the door, and here you look. As it opens, you see a horde of skeletal rats turn their attention towards you. A rolling tide of scraping bones and sharpened teeth hurtles forward, eager for a taste of fresh flesh.
Yeah.
Amazing. Let me get this going. Sorry, I was like, oh, you keep going past rooms. Here we go.
And you try to keep this passwell trace up as long as possible. I'm doing back.
Very good. And the big thing here is keep in mind on what the sound of your text may be,
Oh yeah.
because you're only maybe like 40 feet from some of those doors. All right, roll for initiative.
Gotcha. Come on, roll high, roll high. Okay. You didn't roll high.
Have another mini out, ready to go, and this is the one you guys picked. Ugh.
So disappointed.
I got Velmax, I got Grim, I see Jamba, Maya, Volm, and Kira.
Give me 2
That's
seconds to
everybody.
put out the
Very
board.
cool. Now, and you can tell you're being much more sneaky than the last group.
Interesting.
I think we walked in and alerted everything to our presence, basically.
You blasted a hole in the ship.
Yes.
Jesus.
Yes, that's what we did.
Ah,
And you
yes,
walked in the
excellent.
hole.
Jeez Louise.
And so everything was there, and we just went on a huge brawl, and it was.
Right, so that's good.
I think it was like a two full session brawl.
Was it effectively sinking the ship, or
Nope, it was just dealing with.
darn?
Yeah, to give you an idea, that ship in ship HP has 75. It's a lot of ship HP.
We've got what, a quarter of that? Maybe a third?
Our ship has 25 health,
Oh yeah. So yeah.
so a third.
The one little block when the camera turned on made me laugh.
All right, let's do this. Get some things. Yeah, so right now, the door's open. They're pushing on through. Jamba, it is your turn.
Also, I'm still on the ceiling.
Watch.
Is it safe to assume we have all entered the room? Or
I would say,
This is the room.
yeah.
Y'all in the hall.
got it. Roger.
Victor?
Ooh, I like those
Um,
skeletal rats. They're cute.
All my minis are cute.
I am going to. Let's see. I mean, how do I don't have any quiet things. Bonus action rage. And then,
So you're gonna rage quietly.
oh, yeah.
Well, we've never let a teenage girl if you think we can.
I just scrunch up my face really tight. And then I'm gonna. Can I? No, I'm just gonna hit it with my warhammer. That's loud, I think. I'm gonna see how quietly I can do it. I'm just gonna hit it.
Okay, if you want to do it quietly, you could do disadvantage.
Sure, I'll do disadvantage. I like that.
Okay.
Oh. 11?
11 will hit.
Oh, sick! Okay. That's fun that we did the +1 on it before. Okay, great. What is that? That's 8. I have not played D&D in so long. So that's a 8 bludgeoning.
I love
Oh,
this
no.
reality that we have made where 2 weeks is a long time to not have played D&D. It is
Yeah.
like I remember the 8 weekdays, you youngsters.
Yeah,
And I love it.
Scheduling is the real villain.
All right, that's a hit. How much
For
damage?
me, 11.
11. Okay, so this is a swarm of things, so that'll be half to 5.
That's it. Oh, I guess I'll
Alright.
move out of the doorway.
Okay, so you take your 1 hit. And move. All right. You
Oh, I
probably
get
have
2
2
hits.
attacks, don't you? Yeah,
I'm
well,
sorry.
don't you have multiple attacks?
I'm gonna do disadvantage.
D
again.
and D.
It's a 12.
That hits.
Oh, that's a really bad roll. 6, 10.
Okay. Very good. All
Don't
right.
die to skeletal rats, I will laugh at you.
It goes to Grim.
Challenge accepted.
I'm gonna move into the. I think I'm gonna move into the room to the far corner, just so that I'm not in the doorway anymore.
Okay.
And I'll take any if they attack me. That's fine. But
Yeah.
Well, never mind. There goes that idea.
oh, sorry.
No problem. Well,
That's okay.
Grim will-
Make Alex deal with not playing Evocation.
sad face. Grim will just he's next to Maya, so he'll just tap her on the shoulder and say, "Please kill them for me," and give her a bardic inspiration as a bonus action. And then, pretty sure this isn't going to try and work, but we'll try and dissonant whispers at the horde of rats. Not sure if I can cast it since it's supposed to target one thing, but there's multiple.
Is it a charmed effect or anything like that? Or is it
It's a charm spell, but it does not say here it's a charmed effect. But it does say a deafened creature automatically succeeds on save.
Let me get the spell up real quick. Let me look at this here. So, okay, so it doesn't say charmed. All right, right.
And it doesn't give a intelligence thing either.
Okay, yeah. So that's a wisdom save.
It is.
All right.
DC 18.
That's a 5. right, is that 7 you rolled?
It is. Can you hear me?
Now I can. 7 psychic damage, very good. And now it has to run away?
Yep.
All right, so it runs away from Grim, so kind of in the corner of the room, I think, like, ah! Anything else?
He will stand behind Kira.
Oh.
Or Kira or Maya, one of them hiding.
Okay, I did a thing! Velmax.
Oh man. Okay. So I just gonna use one of my abilities as I hone in some light energy from my forehead and strike it at one of these rat things.
Using what ability?
I'm using my magic initiative to use guiding bolt, basically.
Okay. All right, that's definitely verbal and semantic and all that.
Yeah, it's verbal. I don't have to shout it though.
You gotta say it with purpose.
Yeah, but you can say stuff with purpose quietly, like.
Yeah,
I'll give it the same thing. If you want to roll with disadvantage, you can do it quietly.
sure. Does in Pass Without Trace, like with us being like silence, because like Pass Without Trace says a veil of shadows and silence radiates from you.
So
like,
I think that's actually a really good point. I think if you have, Pass Without Trace, this could be a quiet combat.
Okay,
That's a good point.
All right, I'm going to cast it then here and see what happens. All right, 25
That'll hit.
and 12 radiant damage.
Very nice. All right, so the rats are burned and fall dead. Very good.
That one down?
No. They're swarms, so...
You gotta be more specific with.
Yeah, all right. So the one that fled is going to run and jump onto Jamba.
I'm going to eat you.
Oh, you're gonna eat bones? Bone meal? Literal bone meal.
I will make a soup out of you.
All right, they're definitely going to miss that. Kira.
Hey, all right. Yeah, I'm gonna try and hit the one of the rats that is glowing with the guiding bolts. Taking the advantage for myself. So that's my features and traits. These are all the arm strikes for 24 to hit.
That'll hit.
For 10 points of bludgeoning.
All right, half to 5. Very good.
All right, and then I'll make the second attack at one with my talons. Ooh, damn. It's gonna be a 11.
That hits.
Okay. For 6 points slashing.
That's 3 damage.
All right.
So it is resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing.
Darn. Okay.
You can talk about it though.
Yeah.
Talk about you're not a rat, you're a mouse.
Yeah, the whole idea is these are swarms of rats. Each
Yeah.
one represents a swarm, so it's like trying to like hit 20 rats. It's like they're not gonna.
Gotcha.
Right.
Then I will spend a key point. Actually, no, I won't. I'm actually just gonna take a bonus action and hit one more time
Got it.
for 15, and that'll be another 10 points, halved to 5.
Ooh, that'll crush the the rats in the dust.
Oof, there we go.
Good. All right, now. Yeah, so if I'm actually just stay real close to keep them in that 15 feet.
Is the
Or it's 30-foot radius, right?
Yeah, let me go back here.
Yeah, 30-foot radius. I got confused.
There you
All
go.
right. Anything else, Kira?
Nope. That's everything from me.
Maya.
Volm floating on the ceiling.
Yeah, rage. Which means for damage type to force gains light and thrown properties. And if the weapon leaves my hand, my weapon reappears in my hand at the end of my current turn. Alright. So I'm gonna do my great sword. Get up in there, do my great sword.
All right. Maya runs in to this little swarm.
Know if you can blank a swarm or not, but go for it.
19.
Hits.
With 14 points of force damage.
Oh, force damage. Very nice.
Yeah. And then again it's 15, no 14 to hit.
That hits.
Alright. And then 4, 6, 12. Yeah. 12 force damage.
All right. That'll kill the swarm.
Woohoo!
Nice.
They are disintegrated by your strikes.
Awesome. And that's all I got.
All right. Vom.
All right, it is quiet in here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, from where I am, I don't have any options. I'll cast Ray of Frost.
You got it.
Ice comes down.
Yeah.
For a 19 to hit.
I didn't. 19 to hit. Hits.
8 cold damage.
Nice.
And I will... I think it's a bonus action to call my Drake. No, it's an action. Alright, then that is it.
All right. So the other one that is left there is going to run up on Jamba and Juice. Yeah, they attack. For 14, they bite Juice instead. It doesn't work out for him. All right. And Jamba, it is your turn.
Okay, they're both sharing my space, correct?
Yes, yes.
Is it possible to attack something that's sharing my space?
Yeah, it would be a disadvantage, essentially.
Okay.
Please hit yourself in the head.
But
Actually,
I
I'm going
don't...
to say straight roll, but if
Okay.
you miss, you do hit yourself.
Okay. 17.
Hits.
And then I'll roll the other attack for as a natural 18.
Okay, very good.
Okay. $27? Do you want me to do them individually?
Yeah.
Okay, so 15 for one.
15. That kills one swarm.
Okay. And then 12 for the other.
Okay, so that's 6 damage. Very good. So one swarm is still upon your person.
Right on the head.
Like a hat.
Rat
This is
hat.
the hat.
Rat hat.
Yeah.
That's
my-
what the faces are for.
All
This is
right.
my disguised self.
Good Grim.
Grim is going to. He he's going to say, "Really? You and your friends have to trying to eat a warhammer? Is that all you've got?" And try and cast vicious mockery at
Yes.
the swarm of rats. It'll be a DC 18 Wisdom saving throw.
All right, 14. Mock the rats. Mock the rats. Does that have intelligence limit? Does it?
I think it's 5. But I don't know. I don't remember. No, actually, it isn't. There is no.
All right,
no
very
limit.
good. All right, does that do 5 psychic?
Yeah, I think so.
And it has disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes.
Got it.
Before-
Belmax.
Oh man, I've been so waiting for this opportunity. 2 hands. I bring down my new vicious quarterstaff that I've yet to whack anything with, and I don't care if I hit Jamba or the rats. That's
Midnight
gonna hit the
Obey.
rats for 22
Yes.
and 2 damage.
Or 1. This one rat like looks at it, pets its head. You sort of crack its skull. Kira.
All right. Pop with some radiance from across the room. I'm gonna try and do some skeet shooting with that rat. 17 for that first one.
That'll hit.
For 6 points radiant.
All right, and that'll obliterate the rest of the skeleton rats.
Blink. Nice.
All right, then with that, the coast is clear for now. We will go ahead and take our break.
Gotcha.
All right, see ya.
Nice.
See ya.
It is time to return.
I am not back. I am just a figment of everyone's imagination.
All right, time to fight more rats.
I'm back.
No. So, looking in here, as you take the place that reeks of rotten and spoiled food into account, you find a dusty bottle covered in cobwebs. As you look at it, there seems to be liquid still within, and it's sealed shut.
If anyone's gonna taste it, I elect
I'm
Jamba
gonna
to-
do a magical awareness before anybody tastes it. See if it's magic.
Okay. You do so. And it does give off the bottle and the liquid. Actually the bottle gives off around the cork a little bit of a magical aura.
What school of magic?
I'll tell you, it's magically sealed to keep it nice and fresh.
Okay. Well, that's magically sealed. That's all I can tell you about it.
I don't mind trying some.
Well, I don't really have any. I guess I do. I could try to dispel the magic, keeping it, but then I don't know. I mean, all right. Let's try to taste it, and I'll try to dispel the cat.
Okay. I tell you, the magic shield, it'll come off regularly. It just seems that it's meant to
Oh.
be extra like magic. So you take it off, and you drink some.
Jumbo's gonna put a finger in and taste
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
Can I do
taste
that?
it. It's amazingly delicious wine, a vintage that you've never had before.
It's amazingly delicious wine. A vintage I've not had before.
I'm jealous. Kira
You
just
think-
looks at me like,
Do you think that we could wine and dine the lady? I guess we'll have to try. If not, we can all drink it while we're dying.
Again, considering the fact that they ride a ship that eats ships, I do not think they're going to be very friendly.
Yeah, but if we keep on picking up her journals and reading her diaries, maybe we can get an inside scoop.
Oh well, yeah, we can blackmail her. That would be great. But
Well, that's the plan. All right, so I guess I'll cork that thing back up and try to go to another room.
Okay. So, if you wish, you can further go down, essentially north, and here. Sorry. You see there is a door that opens to your left that's shut, and a way to a room to your right.
Kira will head over to the right side. Why not? Just have a peek through. Well, listen through, see if there's any voices.
Okay, give me a perception check.
Trying to do reverse math. 16.
Okay. You listen. You don't hear anything.
Just looking at everybody else, waiting for permission to open a door.
Go ahead if you don't hear anything. Take a gander. We'll just try to be quiet and remain in the shadows.
Okay. We'll slowly open a door. Prepare a dart just in case someone starts running from the other side of the room.
All right. So you're opening it up then?
Yep.
Okay. Half a bedroom and half a storeroom stuffed with supplies. See, the room is dry, organized, and warmly lit by a lantern. The half-orc inside has an undercut and a top knot of dark hair.
Nice.
His tuck curving up to meet the strands of hair hanging down. He's dressed more finely than the other pirates, his reedy frame stiff with authority in a coral-accented uniform. As he turns and sees you intruding, moves his hand to the sword on his desk.
Pass out trace is still up. I feel like we can still be kind of quiet if we do this quickly. He is an officer, so Kira's going to try and restrain him before you can grab a hold of his sword. He's pretty fast. He could probably clear the room.
I would say, like, in this moment, like, he gets that you've opened up the door
Gotcha.
and grabs his sword.
All right. We'll do that in combat.
So, yeah. Well, so he grabs it. So you want to rush and smack him?
I want to rush in and restrain him if I can, like grapple him.
All right. Give me an athletics check.
Dirty 20.
16.
Kind of just
Yeah, don't sure, but you do grapple. You grab him.
Yeah, kind of like tap him by the kidney, let him buckle a bit, and then get a rear naked choke around. Waiting for everybody, just like calm down. We'll be really quiet here, and nothing bad has to happen.
Looks at you a little bit. So, you come in and assault. What is your business here?
I'll direct you to my captain, but it's pretty simple. The First Mate and Lady Death. Where will we find them?
Kind of breathes for a second. She's in her quarters up top.
Up above?
Yes.
Okay. kind of look to the captain, who I think is just beyond the door here, sees Kira restraining this man.
Ask him about some of the floors up top.
Okay. Would you kindly give me some directions? I don't feel like being lost here today. What is above?
Easy enough. If you follow the way forward, you'll come to the gunnery corridor. From there, you can get to the main deck. And move through the surgeon's clinic. And finally, the captain's landing.
Ask him if there's anybody here that ever thought about a mutiny.
Yep, I'll ask him.
I'm sure there is, but none can do so. The closest Devereaux and his friend, who simply refused to do anything. Anything direct wouldn't be allowed by the bond.
What do you mean bond?
All here have bargained to be here, and thus cannot raise a hand against the lady.
Bargain, you chose to be a part of this crew? Or is this punishment?
A little of both. I've kept my memory of myself through the psychos more clearly than the others. So it's my job to know, to keep their supplies, their histories, and their names. I'm the quartermaster, and I make sure they're taken care of. That's what I'm always going to do.
Who's Des?
Desdemona. She remembers every name, too. Even though she doesn't have to. I think she'd be happier if she didn't, but this was never about happiness, as we all learned too late.
Kira, let this guy go.
You sure, Captain?
Are you going to be an issue? Oh, we want to help. I was going to crab you.
It kind of looks. Well, you've made it this far without being soaked in blood. So, that at least speaks to your intention.
Does Lady Death have another name?
Desdemona.
Okay, good.
That's her name, yeah.
Yeah.
There's many titles, but...
Is that her... Did she have a name before that name?
No, that's her name, I believe.
That's her government name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one tied to the social security number.
Yep.
In the
Yeah.
second grade report?
Yeah.
This work, its power in exchange for you. All of you. Your service, your dedication, your life. And when you're sealed to the ship, it takes you more than you thought. It takes you and takes you and takes you, and all you have is the work. Unless there are parts of you that you refuse to give, I think.
So, as someone who's kept it for a few cycles, you're, and I guess I'm just guessing, but I'm guessing when you are marked, such as some of us have been, at the end of the cycle, she gives you a choice to work on this ship or pass into the sea.
There's always a few from every cycle who join. It's usually she speaks and offers to those who show potential but end up failures instead.
You said that what she's doing isn't for happiness. What is she doing it for?
Same as us. She made the deal. She just was first.
What is she an omen of?
I can't tell you.
Can't or won't.
Can't. It's all part of what we can and cannot talk. We can't talk about the one that binds us truly.
I'm all for semantics, but have you tried writing down who this is?
Of course I have. And gestures to all the paperwork.
Okay. Yeah, I kind of like him. I won't put him unconscious. Will you be a good boy and lead us to Lady Death? Not cause any trouble?
I can't.
I think you did
Can
fine.
you
by-
not attack or tell other people we're here?
Yes. But understand, I won't let you hurt my crew. I take
We
care of them.
we haven't hurt any crew. We've actually only taken care of a rat problem.
I understand that. So go forth. Take care not to murder those who serve under me.
And what is your name?
MacGull.
From behind Valmax, Volm is just like kind of nudging at the guy with his head and just doing like crab claws.
No, I actually kind of like this one. But I say, are there any others like you that have somewhat of a sense of mind?
Everyone tries to hold on to it for as long as they can. But I think me and the lady remember the most. But the others all have something. Mostly the officers.
Well, yeah, how many officers are there besides just the normal crew, the way you would expect?
Just what you'd have
Cool.
on any ship.
I thought so. Huh. Well, I wonder who else we'll find. Has anybody else stayed down here in the quarters with you, or are they at other levels?
Probably find the Master Gunner in the next area.
I'm guessing so. Well, I think you don't have to tell us too much, McGull, but I think we'll definitely keep it tight. We don't want to be murderers on here.
I'm gonna say, at least give them a chance. I hope you're worthy of the lady.
Oh, we hope we are too.
Now, I have more inventory to take care of.
You go ahead and we'll head on. Thank you.
Just from having stood in the room, what was the nature of the inventory? Because like it wouldn't have been food and stuff. So is there like could we glean the things that they need from having seen what inventory he was counting?
Yeah, you look and it seems to be like there's supplies that you would rather have on a ship. There's like grog actually. There's thing that seems like there's at least a semblance of what a crew would need and want.
Gotcha.
Cards and clothes, weapons.
Gotcha.
Kira will like kind of flex a bit to like constrict some of the hold he has, and then release the quartermaster. Okay. No killing the crew.
All right. And from here, there's the door on your left, or you can continue on onto the the gunnery corridor.
Well, Kirti, maybe if we start name dropping and that we're a friend, we won't have to kill everyone we see, or we just grab them. But you know, you want to open up the next door?
With pleasure. Are we still trying to be quiet, or are we gonna like?
Yeah, we're gonna be quiet still. Ish.
Okay.
Don't want to disturb anyone. Cause too much startle.
All right. Opening the next door.
Okay. Open. You see a long 20-foot wide corridor that seems to wind along the ship here. You see 12 huge cannons, each one about 20 feet in width.
And I got a mine captain.
That point out of large hatches, all appropriately sized for a giant.
It's a giant with a G? Oh no. Alright. Still nobody on the deck so far?
Not so far. Though, as you, I would say, Velmax and Kira, as you begin walking down the corridor, you can hear armor that is like jangling, hitting against itself behind one of the cannons.
It's an ambush.
Well, I don't really like being surprised. I mean, we can always go down towards the gunnery, or we can try to talk through it.
You're the one who wants to be amicable. No crew is going to be killed. Let's keep that. You want to keep that streak going? I'll leave it to you.
Yeah, at least unnecessary bloodshed until the end, at least, if need be. Saves our energy. Let's see. Like I'm almost thinking about pulling a you and Jamba and just closing the door and going towards the gunnery.
Is this one? Are we not in the gunnery?
You're in the gunnery corridor.
Oh, we
you're
are in the
going,
gunnery.
you're going through it. And you think behind one of the
Oh.
cannons, you hear this.
Gotcha. All right. Well, then I'll just say, well, because we're so quiet and going by stealthily. I wonder if no. I'll call out like. There's no sense trying to be unknown. We know that you're there. Do you want to be a friend or foe?
And coming out, you see a dwarf, the large blunderbuss that's encircled in coral. They go, aye. You're just people for the reaping. So it is. Roll for initiative.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Fast.
Sir, that is a blunderbuss in the gunnery. You are causing problems.
Oh, rough initiative with advantage.
Damn, I really wish I had a disarm maneuver.
Amazing. All right. So I got Kira, I got Vom, I got Maya, I got Jamba, and I got Velmax. All right. So Kira, you get to go first. They are 75 feet away.
Whoa! I mean, that's fine. Give me 1 second. I gotta do some math. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're gonna spend a key point in Step of the Wind. Just total speedster, beeline to this man. And it scares me enough. The blunderbuss scares me enough. So I think you tell me, Matt, is there any way I could get this thing out of this dwarf's hands and either render it inoperable or just like stop it from firing for the moment?
Depends. What's your economy? I mean, what do you have to do?
I mean, I that was my bonus action. I still have my actions, my attack actions to do something here.
So you have the movement to get there?
Yeah, because Step of the Wind, it basically is a bonus action dash to go.
Yeah.
So,
So you don't have anything to disarm, right?
I guess not. I mean, I never went to go and buy Tinker Tools or anything. So I think just like quite physically wrestle the gun out of his hands is all I got.
Yeah, I think you could probably do a grapple, and then you could try to try to pull. Then you could try to do it after they're grappled.
Okay, let's try that.
Okay, so that's an athletics to grapple.
Oh yeah, that's a natural 19 plus 9 for 28.
Nice. All right, so they are grappled.
Kind of just shoulder check, get the top nozzle like in his shoulder and like try to just spin to like get this out of his hands.
You got it. In that case, give me another athletics check.
Come on. Natural 20.
Oh man, that's what they get.
So that's
Ooh, they only get a dirty 20.
all right. So yeah, I think kind of out of his hands, and I think just turns it against him and just says, "Be smart, use your brains. This is a loaded firearm with I'm assuming is either like a flint thing, like a musket has like a little line that does that, or a hammer thing. Like this is a recipe for disaster. We're in all these places. You don't want this going off. Let's try this again." And use reason.
All right. Give me a persuasion check.
Another natural 20.
Nice. So you have this out, you've pulled it away, and they look at you. Ridiculous.
Yeah, he left.
And they will kind of look at everybody and lean up against the cannon with their hands up.
Miguel says not to kill you. We're trying to be amicable.
Amicable to the cursed. How thoughtful. Starts laughing.
Some of us are cursed.
Oh, I see. Maybe that's what it is. You just don't want to die from violence. Your own.
I don't care whether I die or not. We just want to help. I don't want to see other people die from this violence.
Fine. The reaping will happen no matter what. You can't stop it. I'll be sure to get each and every one of you when the time comes.
We'll be looking forward to it.
Is there a porthole that's open, like one of that cannon's door open?
Yeah.
Kira's gonna move the gun away from his face and just be, "You have all the power to do that." And then tosses the gun out the porthole and just, "You got to do it up close if you want to do it, though."
So where's the master gunner?
That'd be me.
Oh, nice to meet you. Your name?
Johilda.
The few cycles then it's been for you.
Enough to know that there's no point to any of this. It's better that she be reaping than the alternative better for all of us.
Well, there's alternatives.
None that I can say. But yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. We've heard very well of what you can and cannot say. Well, and there's just ahead, past these doors. Would we be close to the surgeon's hall?
No. It's the main deck next.
Oh. Whoa. Well,
It's okay. I'll find another gun and I'll shoot you in your back.
yeah, I'm sure you will. Well, until then, my dwarven friend, until the next cycle, right?
You won't have to wait that long.
Is there any interesting boxes or anything around? Any tables of anything?
If you move forward, now that they don't seem to have their weapon, you do see it's a cramped 10-foot by 15-foot home room, which has a workshop and dozens of wicked-looking weapons.
Maybe you should crab him anyways and just.
All right, everyone wants me to crab him.
Hey man, that's your power.
And I think he's gonna be a pain in the ass if we don't. Personally.
We gave our word to the quartermaster. I don't want to have to back out on that.
Hey, you know what? If we crab him, we're not killing him.
He might die. I mean, we might not be directly killing him, but we'll be.
He's already
causing
dead.
his death. This is like what you say, like safer. You're like, crab him.
Yeah, I'm just like, yeah, you know, he's gonna be a pain in the ass. If he's gonna be a pain in the ass, we might as well.
Are you going to be a pain in the ass, or do we need to crab him? Crab you.
Yeah, I'll be a pain in the ass.
All right, see, he's
when
honest.
you
I
bleed
like
out
him.
of it when I shoot you in it.
Yeah, I like him. Everyone needs like someone to just always give you
A realist.
rival. You know, yeah, you need a rival at all times, right?
I mean, I'm gonna miss being stealthy, but if you want to crab him, you can crab him.
No, it's all good. I done a lot of odd things with my magic today. I need to save a little bit for the
Does this
bigger rivals.
I've got a question. Does that room have a door?
Mhm.
Can I close the door and like rip off the door handle?
Yeah, give me an athletics check.
Everybody needs a Gary. Every Ash needs a Gary.
22.
Okay. 22, yeah, you pull it in and you bend it off. It comes out, and the door doesn't seem to be immediately openable.
There. How's that?
I'll get in there soon anyway. I'll figure it out. Maybe I'll just blast a hole.
With one of your big ass guns?
Hmm.
Oh. I've got a question. Another question. Can I take out the oh, I can't think of the name of it. The string that they usually had hanging out to light it out of them.
The flint, I think it's what.
No, it's not the flint. Flint is what
I would
makes
say
it
these all
light.
look like they're a little more like mystically operated.
Anybody got a rope?
Oh yeah,
Well, we tie him up.
I would love to.
All right, let's tie him up. I like tying up dwarves. They get something out of it. I don't know why.
Kira like already taking out rope. He's gonna cut like a good maybe. How tall is this dwarf? Maybe like around 5'3", 5'4".
5 feet, yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna get 10 feet of rope, cut that, and then wind him up and double his height. Make sure he can't like reach the knot that's secured on. I'm just be like, from one master gunner to another. It's probably the most awkward thing I can do to you. Just and it kind of just move him in the space between the porthole and the gun, and just have him sit there and just be like,
Hog time.
yeah.
All right. Sounds good. In that case, from there, will you continue?
Yeah.
All right. Moving past here. You come forward to what you assume is the main deck of the Adumbra End. It's unnatural in its stillness. No wind blows across the planks, despite the black sails moving as though they were catching the air. Rows of cannons lying either side of the deck, and two coral-festooned pirates, their wicked blades glinting in the dim starlight, patrol on opposing routes. What would you like to do?
Well, can we take it that it's not going to be a lot of happy-go-lucky people obviously see us here. We are fresh meat in their eyes. But I think we can continue forward without too much violence.
Stealth our way past.
Yeah. As long as the shadows will keep us in his veil, we'll use it to our advantage.
All right. I think with this, you're still able to stealth here. And there are two rooms on this main part of the deck before you see a way to go up to the upper deck, that where there is a single pirate patrolling with a young frame ensnared in scant coral growth, who stands on the far side of the upper deck looking out at the sea ahead from an unobstructed and breathtaking vantage. That just seems to be muttering to themselves, "Stinny now." It's on the upper deck. But here there are two rooms on the main deck.
You can go listen in to the other. Kira, I'll listen into one.
Yep.
On the right.
Let's do it.
All right. So there's one where the door is open.
Oh.
Another where the door is shut.
If you don't mind, I could probably get by with the one that's open. Kind of harder to see.
Sure. Just,
Okay. If you want to, you can do a perception check if you want to try to listen without getting too close.
Yeah, let's try that. Fuck, natural one.
All right.
There
You
it
don't
is. I
hear
had two nat 20s in a row. There it is.
You
right.
don't hear anything.
You're being very quiet, Captain.
I can always crab you, and you can go in. Nah, I'd turn you into a spider. That'd be better. But no, it's all good. Let's head over to the closed one together.
Okay.
See if we can hear something.
Okay. And I guess Velmax, go ahead and make a perception check.
That is going to be a +9. 18.
18. You hear the quiet sound of papers rustling.
Papers. I wonder who's going to be working in here. Any bets on what officers behind this door? As I whisper.
Pick your poison. Could be anything.
Navigator?
Navigator. Possibly.
Could be a first mate.
It would be interesting to have that conversation now. But I was going to say, actually, I don't even know. Maybe the surgeon, but that's still a little bit of ways. All right, well, you want to do the honors?
Alrighty.
So what's Kira gonna do?
And Kira's just gonna kind of, rinse, rather repeat, open the door, see what he sees. If he has to move, he'll move, but he'll try and do this without being seen.
All right. You open the door very quietly, but you see the eyes of this tiefling woman dart to you immediately. She stands swiftly and abandoning the papers lining her desk. Her deep teal skin is contrasted by white hair and bone-white core ornamentations with splashes of crimson. Her deathly white eyes narrow at you, and her short sword is the only shield between you and her in an instant. Lower your weapons. Let's parley.
Smartest
I
one on the ship.
don't have my weapons out, but we would love to talk. Nathira. Right, that was her name?
Nefiri?
Nathiri.
She breathes. Huh. So you've done your research.
Well, we have made friends with one that knows everyone's name here, so it was easy to know who was who.
All right, we'll keep your voices down.
Maybe we should go inside the room and close the door.
Yeah, we're having
Quickly.
Inside.
Take a wild guess as to why we're here.
I suppose you're trying to avert the end of the world.
Yeah, it was really honestly messing with my planned PTO days.
I see. I am trying to save all of us.
I think we're trying to do the same.
I see.
How would we go about that?
He gestures to the papers on her desk, and you can see that on one of the maps there's a ruin within the maelstrom at the center of the expanse. And in another, there's some charts of names as she points at the names. She says, looking for spellcasters to break this curse, but Desdemona is controlled by someone far stronger than her, who drinks the souls of the sea for everlasting life. And I need someone who's an expert in enchantment magic to break that bond. I found someone last cycle, but they were reaped before I could make contact. It's been so fraught with war and piracy. I think breaking the curse is a lost cause.
Well, I don't know the people of last cycles, but I can tell you that these people before me are all quite impressive.
Have you? So these are the names of people that you have that may have that power here now.
Leads.
Leads.
Kira look like on the desk and look at the names closer. Anybody we've run in, or maybe not we, but Felmax for sure.
None that you recognize, though. I'd say the most you get is it seems like there's like some head mages in of Eris and Curliel, on those islands, and the only thing is there's like the old man who fights. Question mark.
Felmax, the old man that fights. How did you meet that one mage?
The one that gave us a good end about the information.
Yeah, about the ant.
He was at. It's the one that told us more about the boat. The one that we just spoke to before we left to here.
That could
I
be
met
him.
him at that exact spot, and at the fighting ring where you fought the Plague King.
Yes. Be interesting if I could talk to him, but we'll see. Even the old ones seem to have issues.
He seemed to know a lot about the story. He told us. Actually, he was able to tell us Desdemona's name.
Interesting.
Do any of us have a way of contacting this guy?
Yes. The only other person that could really do that is Ash.
Let me take a look.
Regardless, I would say before you invite someone to their death, we need to convince Desdemona. She won't listen to me anymore. I've pushed her too much already. But maybe she'll listen to New Blood. Get her to tell you everything. Please, save us all.
And
Well-
how do we approach her without her killing us?
Well, she takes a key out of her pocket. This will get you into her room.
That would be mighty useful. Who's the big
That'll still
brute?
get us to her, but won't that want to make her kill us more if we break into her room?
Not if you do so politely.
Yes. And who's
Now-
that big brute in front?
They are just crew people. You have to understand it takes time. I've been here 7 cycles. It takes time to... In time, you either lose your mind or you find it. I have been able to find loopholes in the enchantment in order to even tell you what I've been able to. Those others, they don't even realize where they are. They don't even know who you are or what they're looking at half the time. Just that you are not part of the crew, so you should be killed or reaped. So you must be careful. You can have this key as long as you promise me on your word that you will not kill her.
No, she needs to be killed. I think this curse needs to be broken.
I agree. I think if we kill her, we're not. The curse can just be put on another person. We definitely need to get to the source of the issue.
I think she's lonely.
Well, reading this journal here, it seems like She is, and her family didn't help her. At least she misses her brother, from what I can tell.
How often does she ask you to call her by her name?
All the time.
I think
It
we need to
helps her.
address her. I think we need to address her by her name. Show
Well,
her some
yes.
compassion, at the very least.
And
The more you come to her as a person, the more she'll look at you not as simply souls to be reaped. If she is Lady Death, then you are merely father.
Yeah. I could see that.
She fights the enchantment just like all of us.
yes, we must convince her to tell us, and this will be a lot of up to you, Grim, to convince her to tell us who gave her her first title, who gave her that name of her little omen.
And we just need to treat her not as Lady Death, but as Desmona. I said that right, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, Desmona. Treat her as a person, not as something to be feared.
I mean,
Well,
it didn't go so well last time, but I can try again.
yeah, I think that soul that we ran into, unfortunately, was not of their mind like some of the officers are.
No, I mean last time I spoke with her.
Oh, yeah, she was in a reaping mood.
Yeah,
I
you
think
felt-
we were all just.
I think the whole "my lady," because I mean, yeah, you were very polite and everything, but just be like, I think you should call her by her name.
I agree.
If you did wash her in the middle of a reaping, she wouldn't have been herself.
Makes sense.
Not entirely.
That makes sense.
Well, I think the best thing we can do now is sneak past the rest of the crew and make our way to our quarters. Now, who's across the door that way with the door open?
Yes. That would be Inza.
What is Hinza's role?
They mostly a scribe. Inza was tricked. Yeah.
So they-
Can I look at your map more closely so I can try and figure out the coordinates of this in the maelstrom?
She passes it over.
And Maya will look at it and see, is it marked where we're at right now?
No, because you're not in the maelstrom.
Okay. But all right, so she will look at it and figure out directions and about
Yeah.
how far and everything.
She looks at it and she goes, a ruin. I once heard the captain say that she came from there.
Oh.
Yet, for all that's lost there, I don't think it is home to what we seek. And you know the maelstrom is no one goes into the maelstrom.
Yeah.
I do believe that was her home.
Have I ever heard of this? Have I ever heard that there was a? My brain. I cannot think of the word. You just said it.
A ruin or
Yeah,
something
a
like that,
ruin. Yeah.
probably there's all types of legends and stories of Octopi within the Maelstrom.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, among the hundreds of other things you've heard about it, yeah, you've probably heard that.
Okay.
It's like the Bermuda Triangle.
Pretty much, yeah.
What's that?
We don't have that
Place
here.
on another. It's a place on another plane.
All right, she'll hand back the map.
Would it be worth talking to Inza? They seem to, at least they wouldn't strike us.
You might. And I know tries to butt against the curse as much as possible. Again, be careful of the rest of the crew, though.
Will do.
Your master gunner is tied up back there, by the way.
Oh, good. He'll kill you if he's not.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
If he gets out, I'm sure he'll raise as many as he can and come up with. I mean, there are hundreds. He'll get at least 50 to kill you.
It's fine.
I just wanted to give you a heads up for. Yeah.
Understand, none of us can alter them. The curse. Remember, they serve the other.
Yeah.
No,
We appreciate
to the
your help.
lady. Yes, we do. All right, crew. Time to meet Desdemona.
Desmona.
All right.
So maybe as we were walking out and quietly, I said, "Graham, maybe you can, think of a better song for her. Using her name, not the one that's the poem that we hear that is full of sorrow and regret."
To say, and she goes, as you leave, I would avoid the surgeon at all cost as well.
Oh, yeah, that kind of
Good to
made
know.
sense.
Yeah.
What do they look like?
Human. And hooked nose, core over his eye sockets. He's gone mad. His job has been to be in charge of replacement parts for the crew. I'm afraid that they must be done on living subjects. And that particular job has made him quite mad. There's no
Sweet.
semblance of who he was left.
We'll definitely do best to avoid them then. All right. Well, thank you again. You've been a great help, and I hope that we are all successful.
Right, be safe.
Above table, do we still have the prisoner, or is the prisoner
Yep.
waiting below deck?
The
She's
prisoner is
waiting
like what?
below.
Oh,
Here,
was she waiting
below.
below?
She
You left
waited
them tied up.
below.
Oh, the other
No,
person was waiting
no.
below. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, guess we go onward and try to keep all your belches in. This is a time where we need to be most silent. And I guess we're on the main deck still. We're not on the upper deck. Or like we're
Yeah,
on the,
yeah.
the
You go on the main deck. You have to get up to the upper deck.
Right. Okay. So, yep. Let's just try to sit close. At this point, I think we have a lot of the information we need to make a beeline to our destination.
All right. So you go up into the upper deck as you see the solitary pirate. You try to get by him.
This guy. I wonder. Well, now that we're in the upper deck, is it possible that we can like get to the side of the boat and like climb on the side, like past him?
Yeah, I think y'all can make a another stealth check.
All right.
So pass without trace up.
Mm-hmm. All right. Where's my... Oh, someone did a happy clap.
Oh, that? Yeah.
Yeah.
32 for Kira.
Nice.
I got a 30.
Yeah, 29.
Natural 1.
Oh.
27.
Well, it wasn't a natural 1. It was a natural 2 for 14.
Nice.
Do you need my final number, Matt? Or
Yeah.
that's going to be a 16.
Okay. So moving past this, you find the next large area. You can tell has all the things of a clinic here. The stench of iron and rot hangs thick in the clinic. Bloodied medical instruments litter the wooden surfaces. Blooms of blue, pale, and stark crimson coral tangle out of meticulously kept jars. Dismembered limbs hang from chains dangling from the ceilings and walls. And a star-scourged pirate lies on a flat table, screaming through a leather gag as a mismatched limb is set against their stump, partially bound by coral. The man hovering over the pirate keeps his gaze, his features sallow, and coral protrudes from his left eye socket.
Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming.
Yeah. Forget that pirate. He's met his fate. We are not making friends with this guy.
All right, then I need one more stealth check.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what I needed. It went right under my mic. I was like, "What is it?"
27.
I got a natural 20 for a 33.
Nice.
22.
22.
34.
Another 16. My dice have turned against me. Natural 1.
Oh boy.
All right. Oof. Very closely scrimps by. And then finally, at the back of the upper deck, you see a room waiting for you, holding the true heart of the ship. The captain, the Reaper, the Lady Death. Her quarters command the back half of the upper deck, with thick, reinforced wood to protect her. Ivory bones and pale blue coral with red edges crawl up the wall, shielding the outside with spiny and brittle protections. So much intended to keep things out, the entire structure is hostile. Not the comfortable luxury of a captain, but the barbed bars of a prison.
Who took the key?
Well, Max did.
Yep.
I think that's our only way in.
I think so. And where's she looking out towards?
Can't see inside it right now.
Oh, no, not at all. Okay. No windows. All right. Well.
But as you approach, you see that the lock is more like a padlock, as though she's been locked in.
Oh, so it's not like a key lock.
No,
Yeah,
the padlock
it's a-
is a key lock.
Well, I get like no, but it's like not for the
Yeah.
door. Right?
Gotcha. This poor woman is locked in. She's caged.
Well, I think the humanly thing to do, right, is a knock, right? And, let her know that we're coming in.
Who has the wine if I'm going to be talking with her?
Who grabbed that? I think.
I tasted it.
Yeah, you did. You had it because you tasted it. So
I hand it back to Grim.
I'd be like, so I'm just going to knock, introduce ourselves, and ask if she wants to have a conversation over some wine. What do you say, Grim? Sound good?
How about I ask if they want conversation over wine, just in case
That's fine.
it's hostile starting.
Go
Also, does anyone remember the proper pronunciation? One of the worst things I can do is say the name wrong.
Desmona?
Desdemona.
Okay, so let's get this over with. And it's really hard not to drink this right now.
All right. Well, I'll unlock it for you. Give it a knock, and we'll follow your lead.
Knock, knock, knock.
There's no answer.
My dear Desdemona,
Remember, it's locked from the outside, just to be clear.
I know.
Okay.
We're here as friends. We brought some wine. We're coming in.
I'll unlock the door, unlock the pad,
Okay.
lock, and take it off.
Lock in. And you quickly move inside. And here, you take in the room. The finery bedecking the room presents a surprising contrast to the rest of the ship. The warm interior of red and purple carpets and curtains, along with the rich warm woods, contrasts the bone white furniture and pops of pale blue flames that light the room. It is plush enough to be comfortable, and eerie enough to provide a constant reminder of its supernatural origin. And even now, a woman sits at her desk. And here she looks unbearably human. Her shoulders hunched, her eyes deep and tired. She wears leathers over a black dress, and her long, thick black braid is tied with small animal bones. Drawing herself up, she surveys you, her gaze ancient and distant, as if she has endured this scene many, many times before. Stories about waiting at crossroads for devils are imbued with warnings you failed to heed. Curses, fadials, fiends, it's all the same. Yet you greet death in her own quarters. What do you want?
My dear Desdemona, we don't want any trouble, I swear. We're here as friends. And if you want, I've even prepared you a song. I promise, we are here to try and help. And understand, and thought you might want this piece or this offering of wine to help you. It seems like your situation isn't one of your own doing, and we want to help and help you feel more welcome. That's what the wine's for.
I see. Make a persuasion check.
Is there any inspirations in chat? I'm kind of scared with the past two nat ones.
I don't think so.
Nope.
No. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies.
What's the odds of getting 3?
You've had to jinx a bit.
You up those odds just by saying those words.
Art department put an inspiration in chat really quickly. She already put one in. She did it.
Well, I kind of already rolled, so
You can still do it if you want, because you asked if there was in chat,
Oh,
and chat
thank
responded.
God.
So,
Because-
so if chat responds that quickly, I will allow
Okay.
it.
Thank God, because it was a natural one.
No, it was not.
Shut
No,
up!
Yes.
no, it wasn't.
That's amazing.
I'm never opening my mouth again.
I
well,
knew as soon as you said
technically,
it.
I rolled it before you opened your mouth, so it's not your fault. I blame the dice. But that's a 19 on the die, and
Ooh.
that is a 32. Thank you, art department, for not getting us all killed.
Then sit. Please.
I sit my butt down somewhere.
I'll sit.
Yep.
So, again, in the quarters of death itself, what do you seek?
Well, I would like to seek your store.
Very well. I have been the captain of the ship since time immemorial. I found it impossible to keep track of how long it's been, but I think I lost count around 100 cycles of reaping. I was a young cleric before all this began, on an island close to a place called Astrium, devoted to Kaz the Hermit, the one of slumber and stars and prophecy, and the cycles of the growth and destruction that governs the plains. I was very skilled, with my sickle at least, and she takes out this wickedly curved blade that looks like she can put her knuckles into and use it. But I was new to faith and magic. I also naively followed Kaz's signs, not understanding them for what they were. I found her grotto. Akaste's grotto. And there I saw this woman, this being meant to end everything. And do you know why she wished to end it all? Just so she could live. You see, Kaz had deemed the end for all, but Akaste would not accept it. And so she murdered the stars themselves, drank of their power. Well, she cursed me to be the Reaper. And at first, I spent my cycles heartbroken, furious, bitter, and then depressed, listless, agonized by the betrayal of Kaz, the used and abuse of Akaste, and I've been abandoned by all mercy. Then Akaste began collecting people for me, really to torment me. And every time she bound someone to my service, I promised to remember their name, the history, and their circumstance as a self-loathing penance for leading them through the murder and slaughter. But I tell you this, I have never forgotten a name or a face. But I have to keep looking for those who could free me from her. My hands are stained with countless sins and endless blood. But I guess I believe that I might be freed. That I might be worthy of free. Worthy of hope. Surely I deserve better than this eternity.
Do you know what will take to free you?
I would only know that it would be the death of Akasta herself. Do you think you could do it? Could you kill The woman who murdered every one of the Titans. The Titan herself. And drank of their blood and the blood of stars and cursed them to this place. To eat her own immortality.
Kira's scratching his head, just like thinking, logistically? I don't know.
Would you be able to give us a location? Her whereabouts?
Oh, excuse me. Potentially. We could track her.
We were also told something about someone who is, I guess, amazingly good at enchantment, a wizard. We may know of one.
Interesting. That would be helpful. Indeed. It could break it if they did their magic as a caster was dying to unravel her immortality.
I think we should try. I say we go for it.
I don't see why not.
Yeah, it'd be fun. Why not?
I think everybody deserves a chance.
Do you all agree?
Aye, Captain.
Redemption is just another part of life, an opportunity.
I do. As he takes out a dagger and puts it up to his hand, are you wanting this in blood?
She stands to her full height, revealing a tall and looming frame. And then she draws out her cutlass and she holds it aloft. And this time when she speaks, her voice has a deep, resonant thunder behind it, as if the sky itself is speaking along with her. Then, before you face undeath, you must prove yourself against death's sting. Draw your weapons. Prove to me you are the ones. And we're in there for today.
Okay.
Uh,
Big lady want to fight? We can fight. It's okay.
why is this giving me campaign 3 flashbacks?
Amazing. All right. We will end there for tonight and come back next week as we see if they can prove to Lady Death that they can defeat undeath itself.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
While you're watching, we will come back then. Y'all have a good week till then.
Peace and
Bye.
love.